Hey guys, thought I would do a solds video, and I was not going to do it live, but I can't get my recording software to work. So I thought I'd just throw it up here live, and I didn't advertise it because I didn't intend to do a live show. So I'm just going to jump right in. This is not everything that's sold for the month of March. There's a couple of things that are from February, but I did not include everything because there's a lot of just $7 to $12 items that I didn't feel like I should involve. This is more of a highlights reel of some of the items. I think there's about 25 or so, maybe a few more. I didn't count them. Of things that I've sold, and there's a definite theme. I sold a lot in the way of coffee making machines and parts this month in the last 30 days. But I'm just going to jump right in and go through everything. And yeah, we'll just go from there. Good morning, Julie. How are you this morning? Thanks for jumping on because I didn't advertise this at all. So I wasn't sure that anybody was going to show up. So Kim Smith is with us and Margot is here. Hi, good morning, ladies. We'll just jump right into the sold stuff and we'll see what is sold. Okay, so this first item, and I'm hoping that it's straightened up there. Let's see. Hey, Valerie. It's a very nice spring morning, isn't it? I am hoping that the screen will fix itself. I don't know what it's trying to do. Oh, sold is a wonderful word, isn't it? I don't know why this doesn't want to do it. Let me try it again. Because it is like stuck in, I don't know what it was trying to do. Usually it does that stuff. Let's see if we can get this to work. I think it's confusing because I have so many screens open and it doesn't know which one to show. So let me try it one more time. Let me see if I can get this fixed. Let's see. Let's try this one. There we go. That is more like what it's supposed to be. So let me make sure that that's okay. That is what you're seeing. Okay, so I got this actually with the blanket at the bins. Hey, Chris. And yeah, like everybody's calling her Julie now because we just watched her new video and we're like friends. We're like besties now. We know Julie. But anyway, I got this with an actual blanket at the bins. It was in a box and I thought it was new. When I got it home, it was actually very disgusting and cat hair covered, which I'm not going to say there's not cat hair covered stuff here, but when it's your own cat, it's different. And good morning, Diane. And so what I tried to do was salvage something out of that purchase. And so I sold the controls for it with the manual. I got $12.73 plus shipping for that. This is also a bins pickup. So this probably weighs 3 or 4 ounces. I probably only have 30, 40, 50 cents in this, but it's sold for $12.73. And for whatever reason, I charged them a hell of a bunch of shipping for this. $6.70. Are you kidding me? This could have gone much, much, much cheaper. It's just a mistake on my part, but I did end up shipping this priority for them since they paid that much for it. Here is a Lego set that I bought at that school sale that Chris and I went to, I think in January or January or early February. I can't remember. I actually took a best offer of $20 on this. So I ended up breaking even on the $50 that I spent for this, all that Lego stuff. Here's the first coffee pot of the day. Yeah, they were really large size, Chris. That's why it was scads and scads of nylons. This is a vintage Farberware percolator. I usually pick these up from $3 to $5. Yeah, it was probably an emotional buy, but at least I didn't pay much for it. But this is, good morning, Amalia. You are up kind of early-ish, aren't you? Well, I guess it's 8:30 there. But so I love percolators. I have a thing going with percolators. I sold this one for $26.69 plus shipping. Here is some wallpaper border. I had 3 rolls of this. It's really cute, patriotic, and then all these different shapes. It's just so cute. I probably paid 50 cents a roll for this, and I took a best offer of $25 plus shipping. Here is, remember my white Christmas tree that I purchased probably in February. I think Holly and I were together and got this for $8. Right, Holly? Do those perks usually fit in a 10 by 10 by 10? I honestly think I shipped that one in a shoebox. So a 15 by 8 by 6, the priority. But I believe they probably would. Sometimes I will ship them in 12 by 8. So anyway, I took a best offer for this. I probably could have waited, but I thought this is a quick flip. I took a best offer for this for $50 plus shipping. So Amalia says, so you're still able to list the wallpaper border new, even though you open them to show the design. Yes, because what I do is, if we go back to that one, I took pictures of it sealed. So there's pictures of it sealed. And then I do put that in the description because Chris told me to do that. And she's so right. That we opened it to show show the pattern, because it's really hard to sell if you don't do that. Hello, Kiari. And Chris says she just sold 4 rolls of Southwestern wallpaper border one day after listing. I know there's some money in. I mean, you don't make a ton, but wallpaper border is easy to find. It's cheap. It's easy to ship. It's easy to, store. The whole thing. I like wallpaper border, and I do have a lot of it that's kind of sitting around, but a lot of it sells fast. Chris says she does that if she can't find a stock photo online, and I have a hard time finding them. Yeah, there is a high ORI on that. So here's another coffee pot, and this is not, it's a percolator, but it is a stove top percolator. There's no electrical cord. This is not electrical at all. You just put water in it, and it sits on the stove and heats up. Here's, let's see, inside of the lid. I thought it was the base. Here's the base. And I picked this up for a couple of bucks, and it's sold to a transmission shop in Michigan or Wisconsin, I can't remember, for $40.04 plus shipping. This is name brand border like Crowsill, Waverly, or Laura Ashley can sell well. I've sold some Laura Ashley. Chris is all about selling Crowsill and Waverly and Laura Ashley linens, so I'm sure that she would jump on that wallpaper border if she found it. Yeah, I was thinking that, yeah, well, of course a transmission shop bought it, because why wouldn't they? Make sure you're fully clothed when taking pictures of those percolators. It is so true. And anything shiny. And I don't know why we would take pictures nude. I'm not saying it's never happened, but certainly make sure that if you're taking pictures of something reflective, that you are wearing your clothing. There are pictures all over the internet where people have caught themselves in mirrors taking pictures of dining sets and stuff, and yeah, I don't know. But anyway, this is a kitty talking smoke detector and carbon monoxide alarm. This was new in package, and I paid a couple of bucks for it. It sold for $26.69 plus shipping. This is it's not a great picture, but this is before I got my new photograph set. This is a slot machine wine cork storage. And it was new with tags. I paid $5 or $6 for it, and it sold for $40 plus shipping. Here's a Walkman, and for some reason, Julie said I have to dress up to take photos. You don't have to dress up, but you do have to dress. But I have this weird thing where I want to lot things sometimes, and I don't know if it's because I'm lazy, or I think that people will feel like they're getting a better deal if I do it that way. I don't know what the motivation is, but I had these two Walkmans lotted for like $26, and I had them for the longest time. Could not get them to sell for anything, and but I decided to take them out, like to change the listing, separate them, and take new pictures. So I did that, and within a week of me doing that, they both sold. So this is the first one. It sold for $20.92 plus shipping. Here is a pair of Allen Edmonds shoes. You guys know I've been doing my shoe game. Been trying to up that, and this is a pair of shoes I paid no more than $5 for. I probably paid $4.99 for these, but I may have paid $3.99 for these. But these are Allen Edmonds shoes, and they're a beautiful leather. I didn't have to do much to make these look nice. They sold for $54.59 plus shipping. This is one of those Transformers Beast Wars, and I've sold several pieces out of this. It sold for $27.29 plus shipping. This little guy I had for the longest time, and I started it up pretty high, and I ended up lowering and lowering the price. But this little guy did have some damage. The tail on the crow had been broken off and readhered. And this little thing is tiny. It would like fit in your hand, you know, like maybe the size of a baseball, not a softball, a baseball. And it was just so cute. I paid 35 cents for this little guy. I love me some Dumbo, and this is from Dumbo. This is the Magic Feather, and that's Timothy the Mouse. So it ended up finally selling for $26.69 during a half off sale plus shipping. Another coffee pot. This one we called the Green Gold Vintage. This is a fully immersible, readhered. Yeah, that's my ex used to call it readheaved because it's adhesive, right? So you readheave it. It's pretty funny. Shoes are a nice size as well. Yeah, they were. And I try to look for that. I have picked up some of the smaller sizes, but I don't expect them to sell for as much or as quickly. But this thing I paid about $3 for, I think. And it probably took about a month to sell, and it sold for $45.49 plus shipping. And here's a pair of Fossil glasses. Let me see what's over here. Oh, Julie says, I have a Jim Shore Goofy figurine, which can sell for $80, but Goofy's nose is broken off. I think you either let the new buyer repair it, or you repair it yourself and sell it as damaged. And still, is it just this out of it? Is the whole bag is together? Yeah, it's just, I had a sale this morning, and I'm going to try and get it shipped. It's just this. I'm going to try and get it shipped before. What do you want this to go in? Let me see what that is. I'll bubble the I'll bubble the heck out of it.
I'll bubble it.
I will bubble it. It is going in a padded flat rate. So
in a box in a padded flat rate, or just
see if it'll fit in one of those little boxes. Because it might. Does the handle screw off?
I don't know. Here, you do it in case you break it.
Chicken. It does not. Right.
It does not.
But see if you can get it in one of those little boxes,
Diagonal.
even with a little bit of this hanging out.
Okay.
Just so we can protect the glass. Bubble it, see if you can get it in a box and in a padded flat rate. And because that's how it's supposed to go. And then we'll print the label. Everybody's saying hello to Holly.
Hi everyone.
Cammy's saying good morning, everyone, and to my favorite YouTuber who gets us all working and gives us great info. Thanks, Cammy. That's nice.
Well, thanks, Cammy.
And I don't think she meant you, but whatever. Molly says this is a great fossil sale. So this is a pair of fossil glasses that I bought for $1.50. They sold for $56, and I actually have a return request on these. But I figure if they sold for that once, they'll sell for it again. It says that they've shipped them back, but I have not received them yet. So I'm just waiting. Maybe they won't come back. But if not, I'll refund them and relist them and move on, you know. So here is some of that willow tree nativity that I paid $13 for. This piece sold for $42.99, and it shipped in a padded flat rate. And I can't be happier about that. I have sold several pieces from this. I sold the camel as well for $35.99 plus shipping. Willow tree, the gift that keeps on giving. It's so true. This camel was part of the scam that I was subject to. So I actually did not get paid for the camel, but you know, you just move on. I've got a lot of other pieces that are still up for sale. I'll still make money on it. This is those Ralph Lauren replacement buttons that I cut off that jacket that was a small size and would have taken forever. The glasses buyers didn't like how they looked in them. They actually said that they thought they could pop the lenses out of their old glasses and put them in these, but they said that when they got them, they were the wrong shape. And I'm like, who does that? Just go buy lenses, for heaven's sake. But anyway, I digress. I took a best offer on these for $21 and ship plus shipping. So, you know, if you come across one of the Ralph Lauren items that you've purchased that is damaged, this may be, you know, maybe an option for you to cut the buttons off and sell them. But again, I was able to salvage these off that jacket. This is a pair of Florsheim monk strap. That's what this is called. That could be single monk strap or double monk strap. I think if they get into triples, they're just buckles. But these are a size 14, so a nice big size. I paid $3.99 for these and sold these for $40.49. Actually, I took a best offer. So I took a best offer of $30. And let me tell you why. I got a buyer that said they offered me $25 for these shoes and said, I love these shoes. If you don't accept the offer, I'll pay full price. And I'm like, okay. So what kind of schmuck would I be to just say no and let them? I just didn't feel right about making them pay for full price, just because I knew they would. So I did counter with 30, and I took $30 for them because I made a lot of money on these shoes, and they love them. Here is an Oster can opener that I paid $2 for, and I took a best offer of $20 plus shipping for it. Another pair of Ethan Allen shoes. I don't know why I've got so much white in these pictures. I'll have to do better. I'm pretty sure I took these pictures too. Ethan Allen Nubuck tan suede Oxfords. This is an 11.5, a nice, right, Chris, what a dumb thing to say. But I figure that's just an honest buyer. I mean, really just an honest person. But I paid $3.99 for these, and they sold for $40.49. So I'm loving shoes lately. This is that party light tree that Chris and I bought when we were shopping together for President's Day. And I wasn't really sure what it was when I bought it. I think Holly wasn't sure what it was when she took pictures of it, because she took two separate pictures. Like, she took a picture of this, and then she took a picture of this, like they weren't together. So I just put the pictures together. This was missing quite a few of the ornaments, and I did disclose that. I ended up selling this for $50, I believe. They may have paid $59 for it, for this with the base. The musical part did work. So essentially the way this works is this is sitting on a styrofoam base. So this is not part of the actual unit. And this tree is hollow inside. You put that hollow tree up here on this, light candles underneath, and the heat makes the tree turn. And then you wind it up and it plays music. So surprising all this Christmas stuff is selling, huh?
What's your shoebox?
I don't think I have any.
What box am I selling? Another box?
No, like those little eBay boxes that are on the top shelf. See if it'll fit in one of those. So I think I paid like $5 for this, and I'm just surprised that so much Christmas stuff is selling right now. I sold that ceramic Christmas tree, this thing, and a couple of nativity figurines. Really, really, really weird. So I ended up selling 4 of these for $26.99 plus shipping on eBay, and I sold 1 of them for $29.99 shipped on Amazon. Just a fantastic buy. Don't overlook old things like this. Not all of them are worth money, but it doesn't hurt to stop and check. Just letting your imagination kind of take you towards things will benefit you so much. Because I find the weirdest stuff that I never would have thought was worth money. Julie says, when I get a low best offer, I tell them I would like to meet halfway on the price, and it works most every time. Yeah, I mean, I'm usually okay with getting like 60 to 70% of my asking price, because I have factored in that it's going to be on sale and have best offer. So, but it is really, I know we shouldn't take it personally, and it's business, and but dang it, I'm human, and I do get a little insulted when I get an offer that's 15% of the original price. Come on now. All right, let's see what else we got. These are cast iron bookends, door stops, whatever you want to call them. That I didn't pay much for these. I don't remember where I got them actually, and I've had them for quite some time, but they sold for $16.90 plus shipping. And let's see, this is a San Francisco cable car telephone, original packaging. I did reseal this because it actually went to Amazon for a while, but it didn't sell there. So I did get $57.75 plus shipping, and this went overseas. And yeah, it'll be all right. It's just, let's see. Will it fit in there?
I don't know.
Let's see. If it flaps open like that, I don't know. I know you did exactly what I told you to do.
Like what? You tell me to put in there, don't matter if it sticks out.
Because this is only going to go to Kentucky, and then I'll repackage it anyway.
Oh yeah.
Hey, as if.
Like
you're not super duper late. I will put a label for that just in a second. I got everything up here. There's a printer right here.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, because I don't want to go downstairs to get the label for the other one.
Nope. So check these out. Apparently, Holly tells me that this is becoming a thing again, especially with people with curly hair. Do we know for sure? Yes, I believe I read something that they repackaged them in Kentucky. And that's why you have to, I sealed that, and it's supposed to have the shipping label in it. It's got to have the packing slip in it because they do repackage them in Kentucky.
Yeah. If there's any curlies out there, y'all are supposed to be good at satin caps.
So satin caps are supposed to be this new thing, this new old thing. How is it that I just got the notification? I don't know. Very strange. But anyway, these satin caps, I got these all at the come on now. I got these all at the thrift, the bins, for heaven's sake.
The bins.
They're just bins. I get a whole bunch of them. They don't weigh anything, so I didn't pay anything for them. And I sold these because these were kind of the odd lots that I had. I sold these all together. Somebody paid $20 plus shipping for them. I don't understand. But Holly says for her, it's a curly hair thing. So this helps hold the shape of your hair, keeps it from frizz or whatever it does. I can't explain it now, but there's another one right here. This is another coiffure bonnet, a really cute one with little pink roses on it. Sold for $12.99 plus shipping. Here is a sweater, a J. Crew lamb's wool sweater that I picked up. I think I paid something ridiculous for this, a couple of bucks, I think.
We get that at the bins, I thought.
Did we get this at the bins?
Thought so. Maybe we didn't, but
no, I think I got this because we wouldn't go through the clothing.
I think it was just in there. So.
Oh, maybe we did. But I took a best offer of $18. Here you go, Holly. $18 for this plus shipping. So I guess that kind of makes me a clothing seller, but that's not a bad thing, I guess. So Julie says, do you worry that the elastic on the caps might be shot? I guess it could be, and I'll handle that if that's an issue, you know, when they're received. But I didn't want to open them to check. Molly says maybe they use those bonnets for pageant season. I guess they could do that too.
I just know that more women that are going like sulfate free and that kind of thing in my groups, more of them are using satin caps to sleep in because they're doing, you know, they're not washing their hair every day for their curls, so that's keeping their curls kind of in check and not messy.
Okay. See, Holly knows.
I'm just in a curly hair.
Yeah, Julie, I wasn't worried until you asked about the elastic being shot. But you're right, they could be, but you know, if that's an issue when they get them, I'll take care of it.
We'll jump off that bridge when it gets here.
Right. Here's a couple of yo-yos that I picked out of the bins. That was definitely an emotional buy. But I probably paid about $1 for these, and they sold for $11.69 plus shipping. And they actually went to Canal Winchester, which is 25 minutes from here. Very weird. Another coffee pot. I took a best offer of $50 for this coffee pot. I paid, I think, $4, maybe $6 for this. No, you're fine, Julie. I think I paid about $6 for this coffee pot. And you all right, Hall?
Yeah, I'm trying to find this pig door stuff.
It is a cast iron, and the pig is pink. And this shipped really nicely, very easy. And I like that. Don't you like that? Let's see. Val says, I'll make sure when you click on the bell for notifications, it's checked for all and not occasionally. Mine was checked for occasionally. I had to switch it. See, I didn't even know that was a thing, Valerie. Let's see what else we got here. So I bought this. Holly and I were just talking about this morning. We bought a Cuisinart 2-to-go coffee pot, And it's kind of a smaller coffee pot because there's no carafe. It comes with these 2 mugs, and actually 2 mugs like this. And so we decided to sell those. We just decided to part out the coffee pot, and I listed these for $15.99. They were on sale for 10% off, so $14.39. So the guy bought a third of both of them and paid shipping, so that it was like $35 shipped for these 2 mugs. Craziness! I wouldn't have got that from for the coffee pot. I took a best offer of $30 for these Fisher Price roller skates. I paid $4.50 for those. Holly, do I have any tea in that glass or any water in that bottle?
There's water in that bottle. My glass is gone.
Okay. Because I'm talking myself crazy. Hey, Linda. Here's another coffee pot. Isn't that crazy? It's been a month for coffee pots. Amalia says it's so weird when I sell something to someone in my own town. I'm tempted to hand deliver to save on shipping. That happened to my husband once. He said it was creepy. I do local pickup. Like I had a local pickup yesterday. But I don't know. I do them. I do local pickups, but I always have this fear that it's going to go sideways for some reason. I don't know why. It's no different than any other listing. This is a mocha pot that I picked up, I think, for $1 or $2. It was not much at all, and it's not a very big one, but it's made by an Italian company, Bialetti, and they make lots of these types of pots. This one just has an interesting shape, and I sold that for $29.99 plus shipping. Here is my foray into I've sold receivers before. These are car stereo essentially, and I picked this one up for $4.99. If you'll remember the video, I wasn't sure, is it a Kia? Is it a Hyundai? It's actually a Hyundai stereo made for a Kia, is what I learned. And I sold it for $44.99 plus shipping. And this is one of those things that I said, untested, but can be returned if it doesn't work. Like, I'll sort of guarantee that it works. How does local pickup working with tracking with eBay? What if they take 4 days to pick up? Okay, so when it works when you have local pickup noted as an option. When that happens, then you don't have to do it the same way. Like, they don't track it the same way. You can mark it as shipped. You can mark it as paid, that whole thing. And it won't give you the same defect. Val says, anyone know how to put 2 things in the same box combined shipping? It won't let me mark the same item with tracking number. Can't do this anymore. May have to separate. I just noticed this too, that you cannot duplicate the tracking number into another listing. I know this also because I've had to drop ship a couple of parts lately, and I can't take the tracking number that went with my transaction where I bought it and put it in theirs. Do you have the customer sign something that they picked it up? I tend to either have them send me a Facebook or a eBay message saying that they have it, or have them leave me feedback. So those are 2 things you can do, but it is a little trickier. But anyway, sold this and guarantee that it works. I haven't heard anything back. Here is that vintage Woolrich fleece that I bought the same time I bought that Pendleton Indian blanket jacket and that Ralph Lauren jacket. I think I took a best offer of this for $30 plus shipping. Val says she always used to combine. Guess that's new. You can always call them. I just haven't called them to ask them about it. This is Groot, and I love Groot. I have a major crush on Groot. I have like a animated crush on Groot, and not this Groot because he's a child, and that would just be wrong. This is Baby Groot. I picked this at the bins. It probably cost me $0.25, and it was new with tags. It did not have any soiling, any staining, any rips, any smells, so I sold it as new. But if it was anything questionable, I would not have sold it as new. I sold this for $10.79 plus shipping. Here are some shot glasses for church. They don't call them that, do they, Hal?
What?
Shot glasses for church.
I don't think, unless you're going to one of the moonshine churches.
Yeah. So communion cups.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Look what happens when you list close, Sarah. They sell. I know, but you know I don't enjoy it. Clothing and shoes and bonnets. Oh my. Yeah, Amalia. I'm just trying to evolve as a seller, but I just don't love clothes still. I cannot imagine a day, and this may come back and you'll have to remind me, but I cannot imagine a day where I walk out of Goodwill with 10 men's shirts or, whatever, clothing to sell. Come on up and get your shot of Christ's blood. Yeah, communion cups. I paid $2 for these communion cups. There were about 75 communion cups in the lot that I paid $2 for. And this is yet another lot of them that I sold for $23.27 plus shipping. And I still have two. I actually sold some off of this listing. So there's actually been more than three sold. So, but yeah, I've sold a ton of these, and it's also just something you wouldn't have thought. So just sell a few good ones, clothes, and Ziff. You're right. That's what I'm kind of focused on. Pieces that are pretty easy for me to list, and accessories. I like the peripherals of clothing, shoes, belts, hats. I like that stuff. Even a scarf or two wouldn't be bad. It's just the actual shirts and pants, skirts and all that I don't enjoy at all. I think I paid $1. I either paid $1 for her or $6 for her. I can't remember. But this is an 8 by 13, 1920s. I determined that it was 1920s just by looking at other photos that were dated. And I love that this had all this information on the back, but I got the hiccups now. But anyway, this was not a convex. This is a flat piece of glass. And I bought this at auction and sold her for $26.15 plus shipping. Here is the other Sony Walkman that sold. This one sold for $26.99 plus shipping. So by separating those two listings, I made tons more than what I was going to make originally, because I ended up selling these in the neighborhood of $50, where I was trying to sell both of them for $27, and they just wouldn't sell that way. This is the lid for a Ninja blender pitcher. I paid $5 for the pitcher, the lid, and the blades, and this sold for $22.74 plus shipping. This is a little language learning training flip card not software, but learning materials, instructional materials that Holly picked up. Holly, how much did you pay for this? Do you remember?
It was like $5 maybe.
And we had this forever, and I just never would list it. She took pictures 100 years ago.
84 years.
It's been 84 years. But so I finally listed it, and it sold within a day or two. And I took a best offer of $50. No. She sent me a message asking if she could offer me $50 or something. Anyway, before she did what she was going to do, another person paid for it. And then we couldn't find it. Fortunately, we did. Did you find this, or did I?
I thought it was in a tub.
Yeah. Julie says, I have a large vintage baby picture with oval convex glass, but too scared to list because I don't want to ship it. How large is it? I've shipped one that's probably a 16 by 13 or something like that. Yes, Sarah should do a step-by-step video on how she ships those. That one might have had foam involved. I don't remember, but I definitely always tape the picture frame. There's always a lot of bubble wrap involved. Double box when possible, but the next time I am shipping one of those, I'll try and film it. If it's worth a lot, Julie, it might be worth having someone pack it for you. Might be worth having like UPS pack it for you. They don't have to ship it for you, but they can pack it for you. You know, it might be worth them doing that. This is the blender jar that went with that blender lid. I paid, again, $5 for the 3 pieces. I still have the blades as of right now. But this sold for $31.84 plus shipping. And that's it. That's all I have. It's a 19 by 16. Yeah, you could either have them ship it, like pack it for you, because it should be worth quite a bit. It may be worth your while, or it may be worth posting locally, just depending on where you live. You know, so I love stuff like that. It was challenging. It was scary to me. I think that went to Australia. I think that convex picture that I framed, that I shipped, went to Australia. So that's all I got. I just want to show you guys some highlights of the stuff that sold over the past 30 days or so. Since I hadn't done a sales video for quite some time. Holly and I, as you can see right here, have cleaned out some of the things that have just been lingering in my inventory, and I'm taking those to consignment. And I'm also going to check to see if any of the things that I took last week sold. Because I think we went last Tuesday. Did we go last Tuesday? Because they were closed on Monday.
Yeah.
Did we go the next day, or was it
Wednesday maybe?
Maybe it was Wednesday.
Or Thursday.
Daniel?
I don't know, because you went off Wednesday?
Wednesday. So we went last Wednesday. We took 24 items. We're going to go back today and check to see what's sold. And I'm going to try and take, I don't know if there's a 20, if there's probably just 10 or 12 there. We're going to pick a few other things out of inventory, out of even local inventory, and take those and see what we can get for those. So that's kind of what our plan is. You know, got to make those monies where you can. So still want to work on my local game, even though my Facebook sales have kind of dried up lately. If the consignment shop works, then great. So Amalia says, wow, some fantastic sales, Sarah. I'm going to pick up some percolators. I love percolators. Just make sure, if you can, to take the lid off to make sure everything's in there. Should have a basket with a lid, the stem, and the cord. And Linda said it was either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I'm sure it was.
It was one of those days.
I would narrow it down to one of those days, yeah. And Julie says, I'm trying to decide if all my mom's treasures from her move are worth selling. Ooh, I would love you to do a show about that, because I know you're dealing with all of that extra stuff.
It's a trap, Mom. What's your stuff? That's her way to shop it. Show me in a video.
Show me in a video what you have. Amalia says, do you have a Facebook business page, or do you just post on Marketplace for your personal account? I do just post on Marketplace. Kim S says, nice sales. Found my first rival grill like you picked. Oh, you did. Good for you. Did I just sell something for that?
Yeah,
I just sold
tray.
So I sold the grill out of one today, or yes, a couple of days ago.
You sold the unit, or the heat element.
I sold the element, and I just sold the drip pan out of it today. So people are looking for those parts. They're not going to make you rich. Julie said, come and get it. Chris, I hear road trip.
So I was going to say, she will get in the car right now.
Yes, Chris, the one you had to replace. The one that Holly went into my inventory immediately.
Chris, I knew exactly where it was. I knew exactly what she was talking about. She just didn't text me or I'd have told her where it was.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm a hot mess. Without this kid and all of you, I would never make it.
Yes. Thanks for helping babysit my mom, guys. Appreciate it.
I don't know that it's better to part it out. Kim, I would try selling it together. They're a little bit of a pain to ship because it's that big ceramic grill, but you'll be surprised. The model number is usually on the element where the plug goes in. Look up the model on those. They'll bring $30, $40, and they do that consistently. So it may be worth your while to list it total. I might have just parted it out as an experiment since I have those, since I've had those.
And so. I can't say anything because I was just shopping on Josh's stuff because I just saw his pictures for where he's putting up those shelves.
Oh, yeah. So Holly is looking at.
I was like, oh, there's some cool stuff in here.
Holly's looking at the pictures that Josh Cable uploaded to the Facebook page showing where his dad's building those shelves, and she's shopping through his stuff. And I don't think that is the way it works.
My bad.
Julie says her daughter who lives locally is her rememberer for me. For her, exactly. Because Holly puts my inventory away, and even though it gets put on a spreadsheet, I'm not flawless with that. So I will just text her a picture of something and say, do you know about where you put this? And she's usually really close. Hey, Willa has joined us. We just went through all of the stuff that, not all, but a lot of the stuff that I sold in the last month or so. Linda says my toaster oven died yesterday, and one of my first thought was, I wonder if I can sell the tray and the rack because it's in your blood. It's in your blood. I bet if they did our DNA, they would, show that we're from here and here and here and Reseller Island. So it'll be interesting to see. But anyway, that's all I've got for today. I'm going to try and I'm waiting for the stinking mailman, but I'm going to try and get the stuff rounded up for the consignment shop, and then we're going to get down there because we have to be there by 2. So I will see all of you later. Thank you all for joining me for my sales video, and we will be doing a live listing show very soon. So you all take care. I can get my money back from the new one I just bought. Right, exactly, Linda. Exactly. You're welcome. Thanks, everybody. It was good to see you. Good talking to you. You all take care, and I will catch you soon.